Hey guys, it's your two favorite basketball nerds, me and my guy Finn, who's up here on the desk. It's a rare sighting, and I started talking, and he immediately wants out. I don't understand his dilemma, but yeah, I'm here to talk about every single day. Come on the Clips channel, give you guys my thoughts from the night before. I mean, obviously, there's a new gambling scandal that has just happened across the NBA. Are we surprised? No, not at all, really. If you want my full thoughts on that. One, I think it's a little beast mode, like NBA collabing with La Cosa Nostra. That's pretty beast mode. So I think that's pretty sick, actually. But I did a full stream on it on the Slightly Biased channel if you guys want to go check it out. If you guys enjoy this type of content, daily NBA content, rambling content, leave a like. So many of you don't like it. Subscribe to the channel. I'm just trying to post daily videos here, man. Just trying to make it. I'm just trying to make it. But I give you guys my thoughts and opinions on what happened the night before in the NBA. And I'm sorry, there's just nothing really to think about other than what we saw from Mr. Victor Wembanyama last night. To me, it's the most consequential thing from the night. To me, it's the most interesting thing from the night. And no, I'm not just saying that because the Mavericks got their asses clapped and handed to them. And the guys, if you want my conspiracy opinion on what's going on with this gambling thing happening today of all days and them lumping Chauncey Billups and Terry Rozier together and making a big spectacle about it. Guys, Miriam Adelson is BFFs with Donald Trump. The Mavericks got their asses handed to them last night. Wemby dominates. Flagg doesn't look very good. It's time to push the red button, man. It's time to distract the masses from that and have them focus on Terry Rozier betting unders and Chauncey Billups going beast mode with La Cosa Nostra. Like, that's what it is. Victor Wembanyama last night, 30 minutes, a little under 30 minutes. 40 points, 15 rebounds, a steal and 3 blocks. I'm really not even trying to exaggerate here. It's one of the best games I've ever seen someone play. And that might seem a little exaggerated if you come over here. I like this website right here. It's on ESPN Analytics. It's actually a Slightly Biased community member had a pretty big role in the creation of this. So I'm pretty pumped about it. It's cool. It's nightly. You know, it's a little bit nerdy stats, total net points and stuff, offensive net points, defensive net points. How much better the team was with you on the floor versus off. That type of stuff. Wemby was far and away the best player last night across the entire NBA, plus 16.9 total net points. And we're not going to do this every single game, but it's just showcasing how incredible he was. I mean, guys, we can do these conversations about like the Mavericks look like this, the Mavericks look like that. Let's just sit here and watch every single Victor Wembanyama bucket. And I want to hear from you guys. What could the Mavericks have done differently? Okay. What could they have done differently? And I want you to look at this. Like, just look at what this looks like when he rises up, when the contest. Guys, Derek Lively is 7'2". 7'2". Doesn't even, like, come close to bothering the contest. Like, if I were to tell you, hey, Wemby drives, pull-up jumper at the elbow, step back, kind of your center has a hand in his face, you kind of live with that, right? You're okay with that shot. Drive. This was bad defense right here. Just not a lot of communicating, but also, you're going to a zone. You got to like put a body on him. You got to guard him. You got to guard the guy. So that was porous defense there by the Mavs. I'll concede that one. This one right here. So if I were an opposing coach or the Mavs and I'm watching this and I'm giving a film study, which nobody wants to hear from me, that's fine. I totally get it. Let's not jump on any pump fakes. If Wemby's coming like this year, he's stronger, he's bumping you, he's driving, he's finishing at the rim with ferocity, with force. Do not jump on any up fakes here. We can't jump and allow this to happen. Give and go. Get the fuck out the way, Najee Marshall. Smart man. Not a damn thing you can do about that. And I mean, look, they're on the bench. Stephon Castle's pointing. Who are you pointing at? You're not pointing at anybody, man. He's 7'7". You can't get pointed at when you get dunked on by Wemby. He's 7'7". Like, that'd be like me pointing at like a toddler when I dunk on them on a little like my toddler nephew when I dunk on him on one of those little Nerf basketball hoops. Like, where really I'm gonna point at him? Like, I should be doing that. And this has kind of been the book on Wemby. And the Mavs have had success guarding Wemby in the past. They've been one of the better teams when it comes to defending Victor Wembanyama. How have they accomplished that? By putting like PJ Washington on him. Derek Lively's done good on him, but putting forwards on him and putting these like kind of scrappy, dirty, I don't want to say dirty work defenders, muck it up and make life difficult for him. It didn't matter. Like, I mean, seriously, guys, I'd love to know. What do you do differently here? Maybe you just straight up double team him. I don't know what to even say. Like that's such an incredibly difficult shot. Transition, got to pick him up. Nice play by Stephon Castle. That's just really bad transition defense by the Mavs. That possession. Nice play by Stephon Castle, who had a great game in this one as well. I mean, this one right here. This one right here is the craziest one of the night, in my opinion. Oh, no, not this one. I mean, that was still crazy. That's Anthony Davis, guys. That's one of the better defensive players to ever play the game of basketball. And he doesn't even really do a bad job here. But this is kind of what I'm saying. If Wemby's feeling confident enough with his strength and his ability to sort of create space using his shoulder and things like that, there's nothing, I really don't know what you can do. I mean, that's making Anthony Davis look like fucking Bones Highland as a defender. Was Anthony Davis bad that possession? Again, PJ's done a pretty good job on Victor Wembanyama in the past. Don't jump on that. I mean, what the hell is that? He's barely off the ground. Again, you can't be biting on these up fakes here. You can't be biting on those up fakes. No, this one I think was the craziest one. All right. So Wemby's starting to dance on the perimeter guarded by AD. All right, good job by AD. Forces him to retreat. Here comes a counter. All right. Good job by Embiid. Or good job by AD. Why did I say Embiid? Good job. Stay down. Don't foul. Good job. Oh. What in the hell are you supposed to do against that? 7'6", 7'7". What are you even supposed to accomplish? Like what can you even hope to achieve against that? How do you stop some of this shit, man? I mean, my guess would be maybe Flagg's just got to be more ready in the gaps. Like you just got to double team right away. He was passing out of those double teams. He didn't have a single turnover last night. This one right here is fucking stupid. This was directly after blocking a shot too, by the way. I mean, what are we doing, man? Please explain to me what we're doing here. How would low-key kind of speechless. Again, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. That's pretty good defense. It's not bad defense by AD, man. It isn't. He goes from his left foot goes from the elbow to now all of a sudden it's just a 10 feet runner. It's not a hard shot, really. But I don't know what you're supposed to do different defensively there. Him and Harper had a nice little connection. That's not very good defense by the Mavs. But even with that being said, that's crazy that like he's dunking this from jumping off from right here, but he's not even jumping really forwards. He's just jumping up. Like if you were to see this and be like, oh, someone jumps right here from dunk, yeah, that happens 15 times a game. That's not that crazy. But he's not even really like jumping towards the basket. He's just jumping up and then using his insane wingspan to then dunk the ball. Grab a rebound. I'm going to bring the ball up the floor. Anthony Davis, one of the best defenders of an entire generation. Yeah, I'm just going to drive and dunk. Hand up because he's been just pulling up from mid-range all night. I mean, just absolutely insane. Mavs have to had to play smaller than the Mavs would have liked because PJ Washington got into foul trouble almost immediately. Derek Lively got into foul trouble almost immediately because of Victor Wembanyama. Now Max Christie, God bless. Double does come. Doesn't matter. I'm going to shoot a fadeaway along the baseline. 13 feet away from the basket, 40 points. I mean, what the fuck are we even talking about here? If I mean this is also combines with his unbelievable defense. Like, I don't know what you're supposed to do when a player is doing that at 7'7". It's one thing if a guy's 6'6", like 7'7". I don't know how you defend any of that. Besides just double teaming immediately would have to be my guess. But again, he's so tall that he can pass out of any double team really. And when the Mavs did send help his way, he read those double teams and made the right read out of them every single time. It was just an absolute dominant performance. It's partially why I'm not like jumping to too many ginormous conclusions for the Mavs off this game. I'm not going to jump to too many ginormous conclusions for the Mavs in general, just because there was a stat going around. They brought back 13 players. Continuity. It was one thing I kept seeing when people were like, the Mavs are going to be good because they got continuity. These guys didn't play together at all last year. AD played 11 games. I think he played 50 total minutes with Derek Lively in the regular season last year. Like, these guys barely shared the floor together. So there's not too much continuity. So there's going to be some rockiness. There's going to be some shakiness early in the season. Especially, like, I don't understand the starting five for the Mavs. The Mavs starting five last night was Cooper Flagg at the 1. I fucking hate that. Flagg had a pretty rough debut. No two ways around it. Did finish with a double-double. He's the youngest player ever to have a double-double in his debut. I saw that. So good for Cooper Flagg. It wasn't a very good game for him. I mean, he's technically your starting point guard. He had 0 assists. Don't love that, obviously. Wasn't looking to score at all. It's not his game right now. He didn't get drafted to do that. Down the line, it's there. It's not his game. It doesn't make sense to thrust him into this immediately when he doesn't even have to be thrusted into it. I thought for Coop, I thought he looked pretty good defensively, but I think a big problem for him, I just didn't think he was looking to score, right? And look, this is the first play of the game. Gets a steal. I mean, if he finishes this lob, like, does that set the tone for the rest of the night? Like, does that set the tone the rest of the night? So right here, again, it's just kind of, we saw this in Cooper Flagg's first Summer League game, kind of, little hesitant to look to score. Saw it in his first preseason game. Wasn't really looking to score until the second quarter, and he got a little bit more comfortable. Saw it here. Just think it's kind of a trend, right? He's almost to a fault looking to get guys involved too much or looking to make the extra pass, whatever the case may be. I know Victor Wembanyama is a 7'7" freak, but you're open here. You can shoot this. And you probably should shoot that. Instead, he settles for a... Oh, no, he did want an ISO. I thought last night he was calling for a screen here. No, he wanted an ISO. Tough pull-up over Wemby. That would have been sick if it went in, It's not necessarily a great shot, though. It's not a shot that you're looking to get. And those were his only 2 shot attempts in the first half. Those came in the first, 4 minutes of the game. Only 2 shot attempts in the first half. And to start the second half, he was much more aggressive looking for his shot. Here was his first bucket of the night. I like this. Again, it's not him creating a shot for himself. It's coming off of a dribble handoff. These are the type of plays that Flagg should excel at early on in his career. And then hopefully he gets to a point where he can be the point guard and creating offense for himself. That's just Victor Wembanyama doing Victor Wembanyama shit. Hey, any other guy, that's probably a pretty good take right there. I mean, I don't know. Hey, you got blocked by Victor Wembanyama, Cooper Flagg. You're not going to be the only guy. That was a pretty ugly looking shot. But again, look at the difference here, though. 2 shots in the first, 4 minutes of the game, nothing else the rest of the half. We are barely even a minute into the third quarter, and this was his 3rd shot attempt. So he came out the gates firing here in the second half, and I don't hate that. And yeah, they got the offensive rebound, and he went right back to work. Stephon Castle played a great game in this one. Just really short on a mid-range jumper there. Those are shots that, whatever, we'll hope to improve on as time goes on. Hey, going at Wemby, I don't hate the idea here, right? If Wemby's rocking our world, what's maybe a way? Hey, he'll block a few shots, but maybe if we go at him enough, he'll get into foul trouble. That's really was the only saving grace for the Mavs last night, was Wemby maybe getting into foul trouble. Yeah, you're just not making. You're just not making that. That's just nothing you can do there. I like that attack. I do like that drive. A good contest by Cornette. Could we maybe have gotten a foul there? That now that I'm watching that back, that probably could have been a foul if I'm just being real. But I don't hate the attack. I really don't. I don't hate that attack at all. AD had a couple good moments in the third quarter defensively, but there wasn't a lot good. This is just a miss, right? He's cleaning that up, I would say 9 times out of 10. Not worried about that one. He's cleaning that up 9 times out of 10. This was this is where he started to get comfortable and started to make some shots, some tough turnarounds. You know, I like that. Let's get Flagg deep in the post somehow, and let's let him hit shots like these. He was a pretty solid post player at Duke. Less perimeter-oriented, ball in his hands, him trying to do stuff. More just, again, coming off of a curl right here. I like this. Let him get 2 feet in the paint. More of this, please, moving forward. Please. More. Less of whatever the fuck the first half was. Attack. Good. This was sick. And a clear and obvious foul. You go back and the replay of this, it was an egregious foul by Luke Cornett. I cannot believe they missed it, considering how many whistles they blew last night. But I like this. Attack a closeout. You got Luke Cornett on you. Drive, get to the rim. Should have gone to the free throw line. Really good finish. Those are encouraging buckets right there. So, you know, all things considered, I don't think it was a horrific debut. It wasn't great for Cooper Flagg, obviously. And yeah, he got flamed for it, of course, on the internet. The internet's terrible. But I don't think it was like appalling. You know? Like that shot looks fine to me. His shot, I know the percentages can be up and down. His shot looks good to me. He also had a nice drive on, I think it was Dylan Harper, that let him go into the free throw line. So mixed bag, obviously. Second half, offensively, looked much better than the first half. Even some of those misses. He's going to miss shots. It is what it is. Just needs to be a little bit more aggressive and assertive, and I just don't think that's in his bag right now. I don't think he really wants to be at this stage of his career. And so I don't understand the point guard thing right off the rip. It makes no fucking sense to me at all for the Mavs to be going to this. And yeah, the Mavs got their ass beat. There was 0 positives to be taken away from this game for Dallas, really. PJ Washington has continued to look good. He looked really good in the preseason. Continues to look good offensively. Just looks stronger, looks a lot more comfortable hunting his shot. But problem is he got into foul trouble early, so he had to sit. And the Mavs really needed him. Not necessarily his fault, really. Derek Lively, I was so high on him, and I still am so high on him. Don't get me wrong, but 10 minutes. I mean, he had 4 fouls in like 6 minutes. That's been a problem for him, a concern, and he's done really good against Wemby in the past. He got cooked last night, and Wemby was cooking everyone. I don't know what Klay Thompson was on about last night. The shots he was taking were wild. Max Christie looked pretty good. So I'll just be interested to see. Nembhard got some early minutes in this one and didn't look half bad. So I'll be interested to see what the Mavs look like moving forward. Are they just really committed to this? Cooper Flagg is going to be our one or what? I don't know. That remains to be seen. But Wemby was the story of the night across the NBA. Before the early morning when people were going to prison. But Wemby was the story of the night across the league. If this is how he's looking this year, I was saying last night, I don't know if the Spurs compete with anyone. Man, I don't fucking know. Maybe they could. But if Wemby's, obviously he's not going to have 40 points on 71% shooting every night. At least I don't think. At least I don't think he will. I don't think that he'll do that. At least not yet. But if he's healthy and he's like playing at this level, I mean, this is best player in the world shit, what we saw last night. That was the best player in the world. That's what that looked like. We know that he has that in him. We know that at some point he probably will be the best player in the world. I mean, it could be this year. Sometimes these things just happen. Sometimes it's not like a slow, gradual thing. And then sometimes it's just like, all right, he's figured it out. Like he's just unlocked it. He's gotten stronger. You know, he's had like a mental shift. Like year 3, I'm confident. I'm ready. I know what I can do. I know what I'm capable of. And I'm ready to do it. Sometimes it just happens like that. Also, Stephon Castle was phenomenal last night. He looked awesome. Him and Wemby are going to be a really fun duo moving forward. And Dylan Harper looked really good too. You know, Dylan Harper I thought played well. Got to the rim a lot. Wasn't uber efficient. Like 15 points on 14 shots and 4 turnovers, 2 assists. But I thought he had a nice connection with Wemby a few times that piques my interest a little bit. And got to the rim. And I mean, the Spurs dominated this game and they shot like shit from the free throw line. Like it was an utter obliteration. So that was my biggest takeaway from the night last night. Some other like interesting stuff. Desmond Bane looks awesome with the Magic. The Raptors fucked up the Hawks. I mean, that was a bit of a surprising one. VJ Edgecombe, 30 plus points in his debut. First time since 1999 a rookie had 30 points in his debut. How about that? He looked great. The interesting thing about that to me, he had the ball in his hands a ton. I mean, they were running offense through him like as a point guard. I was not expecting that right away. Tyrese Maxey looked awesome as well in that one. So pretty encouraging stuff for Philly because Embiid looked dreadful. I mean, that's not encouraging. Embiid looked horrible. Beyond going 1 of 9 from the field, which he did, Embiid just physically looked awful. Looked so bad. The Nets looked fucking terrible. No surprise there. New York New York's depth looked great last night. Brunson didn't even have a great game, but everyone else kind of chipped in. They played an 11-man rotation. So there you go. Mike Brown making his presence felt early on and often. Ja was awesome. He had, 35 points, I think, in 29 minutes, something like that. Great game from Ja Morant. Giannis looked incredible. The Jazz fucked up the Clippers. Honestly, don't even know what really happened there, but and Anthony Edwards took over late in the game against Portland, just hours before Chauncey Billups was associated with La Costa Nostra. Again, I think that's beast mode personally. But anyways, the big takeaway was Victor Wembanyama, and yeah, I mean it's must watch TV. It's been must watch. Why was I having such a hard time saying that? It's been must watch TV since he came into the league, but it is appointment viewing now. I mean, you got it. Appointment view, cancel plans level. Like, comment, subscribe.